Hi everyone, I'm going to do a high wire act here today. I'm going to actually template our linked list class. I copied all the files over, made a brand new project with the same linked list information as I had before. I made one little change so far with this, and hopefully I can find where the heck that is located. Go to the declaration or go to the definition of this. Here is the one thing that I'm going to change. So I put this in, I think it's lecture 14, it's not lecture 14, but it's, I had to name it the next subsequent number. Lecture 14 templating classes in our class directory. So here is what we're going to be doing. Instead of a struct, I'm now made a class. It is doing nothing different from what I had before. The only real difference is, let me see here. Oh, this is the iterator class. What am I looking for here? So it's a linked list node, double linked list node.cpp. Let's see here. Do I have the linked list? I have to restart this video yet again. Let's do it this way. Nope. And linked list node. There it is. Instead of a struct that I had before, the linked list data struct that I had before that was just storing a number in it, I'm going to make a class just to hopefully make my life easier. And I just found and replaced all the lowercase ll datas with uppercase ll datas. I have overridden what the less than operator is. I've overridden what, if two things are equal, two of these data structures are equal to each other. I'm assuming the double equals does compare, but it should compare the internal variables for the entire thing. So I may not even need this. I just wanted a class just to hopefully make templating a bit easier, because that's what we're going to be doing now. I want to make all of our different linked list data nodes, the things it's storing, into a templated class. So we're going to try to do this, and I'm going to be recording the actual PowerPoint slides immediately afterwards, so bear with me for right now. First of all, what I need to do, I'm going to go to my linked list node, and besides this, what you'll notice is every single time I use something like all of my function definitions have to actually be inside the header file, which I always found a little bit clunky, let's say, for how we do this, but this is what is required for a linked list for a templated class. So I'm going to just keep on copying and pasting. Let me see here. There we go. Oh, that should be for this one here. I'm going to grab, I don't have the definition for the other one, do I? Huh, that's wild. Okay, so my linked list, my blank linked list thing is going to be equal to, well, nothing's going to be changing there. Calling constructor with nothing. All right. The next is going to be set to null. The data value itself is equal. I'm going to say it's equal to 0 for right now, but it can be anything. Okay. I effectively need a brand new, so this is a data object structure. The constructor will work automatically. I'm just going to use the default constructor for whatever that is. Okay. That's 2. I also need to replace the print node. So linked list node, print node. I should do that. All right. I'm going to pause that and just show you what it's going to look like I'm going to show you an end case immediately afterwards. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I actually did. I just stopped the video for a second. I commented out all of my CPP file, and instead I defined everything in, where's my linked list node? Right here. Everything, the actual definitions of all my functions are right there in my header file. The reason you don't do this normally is if I have a single mistake in this header file, every single file that I have, I'll have hundreds of errors for a single missing semicolon. because every single file is including that header file. It's at the very top, and it just causes a slew of errors afterwards. It's sort of a clunk, and every time I make a change to the header file, I have to recompile everything all over again. Versus CPP file, I only need to recompile that one file. It's much faster to put my definitions of my functions in my CPP file, but sometimes I can't do that. This would be one of those cases. So here is my linked list node header file, which has the definitions of everything in it. All I did was migrate it from one to the other. My doubly linked list node header file has all the definitions of all the same things. It's the exact same code as I had before. Here's the kicker, and it actually is compiling now. The kicker, the thing I'm going to need to do, I want to make this, the reason I put everything in the header file is because a templated class needs everything in the header file. So let's move that over here. And I always forget my syntax, so I like looking that up. Template, and then type def t. I use t, a lot of people use t just as a something, right? What kind of data is it? It's data type t. What's t? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Okay. Seriously, that's what's going on here. This is going to be of data type t, right there. Everywhere I have the type of data, I'm going to put a t. All right, and then this is data type t. Where other places do I have? I don't want anywhere I have LL data. I want to get rid of it essentially. So at the end of the day, I shouldn't have anything that says. Let's just double check my syntax. Type name. Type name. Okay, and that might still not work perfectly well, but let's find out. Well, that part's working so far. So this is going to give me all sorts of problems in other places, but not in DLL node, you'll notice. So let's go to double linked list node. I'll have to go to it directly. And everywhere I had before, it's with a T. I'm going to have template type name T. So it's storing the same kind of type of data as the parent class. I'm going to have a T. Everywhere you see that, you're going to put T. Honest to God, that's all it is. All right. I can get the data. Get data is going to, that's already in there. That should do it. Okay. I'm a little surprised. That shouldn't have succeeded. All right, let's have a quick look. So what is, because linked list should yell at me. There you go. It should be yelling at me. It should be only taking certain types of data. Type T. And it will take in linked list of type T. And it will return a linked list node of storing type T. And everywhere I have linked list node or double linked list node, I have to put in that T. Template type name T. All right. So I'm going to be using that templated type name everywhere where I have a T. It will figure out what it needs after the fact, but I'm going to have to go into linked list, and I'm going to find all the places where it is a linked list here. It's also going to be a templated class, so it's going to take in certain types of data. Okay, so I'm going to have, for my linked list class, I'm also going to have it be templated. So where I have this T, this is going to be, this is going to take in a data of type T, only of type T. So the linked list node takes in a certain type of data. We haven't specified what. But since that's taking a certain type of data, the linked list itself takes in only a certain type of data. And then after the fact, I will figure out what type of data that is. I could put a specific type of data in here if I only wanted this linked list to store, say, integers or something. But I don't want that. I want it to be able to be a linked list for any type of data that fits a certain criteria. So I'm going to, let's see what I can do here. The fastest way of doing this for you guys. I'm going to be making a constructor. Oh, here's my linked list data. I don't want that everywhere. I want T's everywhere. T. 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 And I'm going to have to go back through my. Did I accidentally? There we go. Is there a linked list data type node? That's fine. That's fine. T. T. All right. I'm going to pause the video again just so you don't see me hacking away at this sort of thing. And we're going to insert everywhere I had the data type before, LL data before. I'm just putting in a T. Everywhere I am making or using one like a linked list, whenever time I make a linked list, I have to say what type of data it's going to be stored in there. Every time I make a linked list node, I say what type of data is going to be stored in there. And so what you'll end up seeing is things like it's a linked list node that stores type T. Everywhere I have that, I will be saying that. Everywhere I have, so every time I say a linked list node, I say what kind of data is going to go into it. I just put these angled parentheses at the end. And at the very beginning of every one of these kinds of templated classes, I'll put in this. I'm going to have to migrate over all my code into my header files for this one as well. Ugh. But it does give me some options that I didn't have before. So with that being said, hold on 1 second, I'll fix up the code and we'll review it again.